So who is Joshua Adeyeye?
Well, many things. I have a heavy sports background. I actually come from professional basketball. That's kind of how I got into the business. I played high school, college. My brother played basketball. He trained me, but I played overseas. I played in the minor league with the Celtics. But I had a heavy, athletic training background. Interesting enough, it kind of prepared me for the acting world. A lot of the same dedication and the same ups and downs of it and the uncertainties and all that. But yeah, it was a direct correlation and translation going into that. My dad is Nigerian, so I'm half Nigerian for all the Nigerians out there. My mom is he's from Kalamazoo, Michigan, and I have two younger sisters. Heavy family guy. I'm really big into family and stuff. So yeah, in a nutshell, that's who I am.
Okay, so okay, all right, nice. So, how do you become a part of the Ruthless family?
Interesting story. It's kind of a rare case, but I was actually 4 months into moving into LA. I got kind of scouted in the gym. Somebody asked me why I was not an actor at the time, and I just said, yeah, I'm an actor. I was in school though, so the training and stuff I was still trying to get down. My friend who from DC just happened to be in town at that same weekend that I had the audition for Ruthless. So I actually went to audition for Dakon's part. Randy Thomas, as everyone knows. I auditioned for him and then ended up being Manny. Manny wasn't in the original script, but he got written in as a character, and now he's went from guest star to reoccurring to series regular. So that's kind of how I got in. It's a rare case, but every now and then it will happen like that.
Okay, so what did you do when you found out that you would not only be a part of Ruthless, but you would be a part of the Oval as well?
It was a shock. Number one, I didn't really know prior to getting on Ruthless. I didn't know the whole story between Ruth and her connection in the Oval, so I really had to do my research on that and try to bridge the gaps. But I was super excited. We actually did. I think we shot the Oval. I was on the Oval during Camp Quarantine, and so I got to be around a lot of the cast. There's a lot of great cast in the Oval. But I was definitely excited to be a part of that crossover. Definitely excited.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm still mad at Manny. I don't, he got Niecy, killed.
Yeah. He's a little rascal. Like he has, he seems to have an agenda of his own. He knows who to talk to, who to please, and he has a power struggle. He kind of asserts himself on certain members of the camp, and then when he's around Dakon and the highest and Ruth, he kind of knows his place. And so he's a little rascal. He gets around. He's a little mischievous.
Yeah, because he was giving Andrew the business a little bit in that container when it came to. Well, I guess we have to go to Dakon then. Oh, right. Like really? Like you could just let me handle this situation?
Right. So whoever Dakon or the highest points the finger to, I gotta go after him.
Right. Funny. That's so funny. Okay, so what did you do to prepare yourself to become Manny?
That's a great question. So Manny, for those who know, he has a very, very dark side. Very, very dark side. A lot of actors will, do things like, they call it the method technique, where they kind of reach into their past and relive painful situations. For me, I have a huge imagination. I also have, part of my family is stationed in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, where they have the military base. So, growing up, I was around the military folks a lot, with the way they trained and whatnot. So I kind of, when I went back home, I was able to talk to them and kind of do some research on what it was like to be a soldier and get into that mentality. But also just reliving, you kind of got to go to some painful places to bring that up. You know, we all have trauma, but it's about appropriating it the right way. I was able to do that with Manny. Even though he is a dark character, it's the very opposite of myself. You know, I'm very lighthearted. I try to be kind to people, but Manny's opposite. So it's quite the contradiction for my like character in real life. But I love the challenge of it. I really do.
So even though you're still portraying Manny, what sets Manny and Joshua from being different?
Different.
What's the difference between the two?
Manny is very, like I just said, he acts on trauma, triggers. He will assert himself physically if he can. He knows how to manipulate. He knows how to deceive. And he gets away with that stuff. He gets away with it. He has specifically identified who he can push and get away with certain things in the camp. Me in real life, I'm so far opposite of that. You know, I will, give my friend the last shirt I have. I'll try to be kind and compassionate to everyone. I don't like taking advantage. And actually, I'm on set. I'm the biggest guy on set. In real life, I try to not assert myself physically over people. Because, I find that, coming from the athletic world, that's kind of intimidating for a lot of people. So I try to be the opposite of who Manny is. Try to be the opposite.
Okay. So, look, I'm gonna tell you, when I initially, did the requesting with you, I was like, okay, he gonna come on with the blonde hair. I gotta see what's up with the blonde. But what happened to the blonde hair?
Oh yeah, so the blonde, that was going. I like to switch it up. Me in real life, I like to switch things up and keep it funky. When we're shooting, I don't have as much freedom. But anytime that we're not shooting, I will experiment. I'll do things. I'll cut my hair. I'll dye mine. I'll get a piercing here and there. I'm very experimental like that. And it was good for a phase, but I actually got tired of dyeing it over and over and over again. So that was really why I stopped it. That's really why I stopped it. It was fun for the time.
Hey, nothing wrong with changing it up. Women do it all the time, so there's nothing wrong with changing it up at all. Specifically that you learned from working with Mr. Tyler Perry, what would that be?
Man, that's a great question. Tyler has actually helped me. I didn't really understand how gracious he was as a human being. Man, he's really impacted and influenced everyone around him, and his giving nature, it rubs off, it's contagious. So especially when I talk to him, I tell him all the time how thankful I am for having him in my life, and he's kind of helped me blossom through this season of my life. It was tough, with the pandemic. People got discouraged, and it's a rough time, and it still is a rough time. But he's always encouraging, and I try to shed love and light, the same way he does. That's truly his gift, his generosity, and he really shares love and compassion, at the highest level that I can imagine. So he's really good at that, and it's admirable.
That you have coming up, that you can share with us.
Not a whole lot. I mean, we are constantly we're getting. Well, I don't know if I can say this or not. Let me just. There's a lot more Ruthless to come. I know we're in the mid-season break of season 2 right now, but there's a lot more that's coming, and we're all gearing up to get ready to go shoot again. So as far as Ruthless goes, there's more to come. Other than that, commercial work, and when I'm in LA, I train 3-4 hours a day, so I'm busy with that. But yeah, just auditioning, the actors like auditioning, doing commercials here and there. I'm thankful for Ruthless. I'll say that. Like it's been a real blessing, especially coming into the game and being 2 years into it. It's an opportunity that a lot of people don't have. So I'm really thankful to be a part of the Ruthless family.
Well, that's awesome. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of Manny, because I have a lot of gripes and complaints with Manny. I got a whole background story on you that I made up. Like, what is his real intentions? Because initially, Manny supposedly was escaping from the Rakadushi in the Oval.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, he's doing his back at the gate. Like,
that's
what's
exactly.
up?
I told you he's deceiving. You never are really gonna get a hold on what Manny's next move is. He's just he's a real deceiving. It's just his character, and so and especially in the episodes to come, you're gonna see a lot more of Manny just being Manny. He may get some love, he may get some hate, but don't hate Josh. But Manny,
we won't hate you at all. I know how to separate the two. I definitely know how to separate the two. But yeah, Manny's on my bad side until I.
Sure.
Okay, I have one more question because you seem pretty well grounded. What's your life philosophy? Like, if there was one motto or one vision that you could have for yourself that you could share with other people, what would that be?
Two things. I've learned this one recently is to be your, like, and it's cliche, but it's important. Like, people need to learn how to be themselves and being comfortable with themselves. Like, we all bring something to this world. So if you're looking to the next person to see what they bring, you're trying to emulate that. Like, just be grounded in your gift and fine tune your gift. Find your gift. The other thing is, I'm a Christian, so I try to love people the way that God loves me. Like, especially in the world that we live in, there's so much hate going around. But if people would just be kind, it could be little things throughout the day. Hey, how you doing in the grocery store? Helping people, in the gym who drop things, whatever the case may be. Just trying to, like, spread little tidbits of love every single day. You never know how you impact people. That's one of the things I've learned. Is the smallest thing to you may make someone's day. You just never know. So try to be kind to people.
Right, absolutely. That's pretty much it. Like, I really could think of stuff to ask you all day long, but I don't want to, wear out my welcome.
Right, no, it's okay. But, it's okay.
Is there anything, in one last final word, that you would like to share with the people?
Oh, man,
with the rest of the acts?
Yeah, I just really appreciate the fan base. Like, we're the #1 show on BET. BET Plus, and so that's huge. That's huge for us, I really appreciate the fan base and all the love and how hard they go for us. It's really, like, it amps us up. We talk about the fans on set all the time and how they're gonna soak things up. We just, we love y'all to death. But we really appreciate the love and support for each character. You guys are riled up, but without you guys, we can't. There's no us, There's no us. So we really appreciate that. We really appreciate that.
Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, All Things Ruthless, where I, your girl, Tika Deshawn, will usher you all of the latest Ruthless content.